One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make them money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on Congo.
American honor don't like no soldiers. In the spirit of the Lord, we don't like no soldiers.
Like a saint, black, Hispanic, native, they hate y'all as the same. Hate Christ and they image, hate you as a slave. God ain't all love, scripture say he hate. African soft niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell, totally connected to the saint. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We live in bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gonna work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of war. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't banish no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shot. On my life, I want to be a gangster like a child. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under your honor, any murdered by them and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priests bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, rank and order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ICE agents. I got the name changed, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game. Put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose.
Aquí somos la Escuela Israelita del Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Hoy estamos aquí. Lord Commander General Yohana ESPK. This is what Commander General Yohana did. This is what he did.
First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead until I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
That's right. You know how we do it, Commander General Yana, feeding the people, down here in Trinidad. You see what's going on. When you rain right now, and condition of the people right now is real bad. So again, big up Commander General Yana, for all, the work that put in over the years, as he could raise up, young black men down here in Trinidad, and could do the same as well in his footsteps. it's food here in Trinidad, right? So the day we just come in, we want some food we have. We also have some clothing, right? But we want to give all the food so that people can come back and get the access to the food and have the food for the Israel, right? So you can take a sample, you just come to the brother there and we'll give you. So you can come in one by one and right? Right?
Christ and fall up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary. It's all about that warfare, boy. Back up, it's all about that warfare, boy. My soldiers take ground till I'm stand down. My soldiers take ground till I'm stand down. Take ground, take ground. Now this ain't no movement, this a takedown. We will not be moved or intimidated. We ain't the type. You got a problem, tell them cross the fucking line. My niggas ain't polite. Soldiers to the left and right. I die for every man body. Before I be a coward, I'd rather be a dead body. This will be my kingdom with an hourglass. You can either get with it or get flipped like an hourglass. We live by honor and no excuse. Just sit the prayer up to the Lord. I told you, then let all the terrorists loose. Hold your tongue or get rebuked. Cause you made a truce. With a race that made merchandise out of my bills. Scared of who? You got your gun, then pull it. Me and my niggas start to argue. It's about who gon' bite the bullet. It gon' take round, take round. Opponents better move slow. Attack dog for this truth. Nigga, cool down. Go to grab, 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 go to grab. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give grab, give grab, back up, give grab, give grab, back up, give grab, give grab. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take grab, 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 take grab. My soldiers take grab till I'm stand down. Take grab, take grab, take grab, take grab, take grab, take grab, take grab. My soldiers take grab till I'm stand down. Oh, thought you could cross us with no consequence, but you will pay dearly. You should've used your common sense. My seal lit, that means you could never prevail. Hey, with a true seal, hey, with warriors dwell. Be wise with the weapons, cause I promise. My nine just like my wife, she can steal, she modest. I know 2 things, around the will not prosper. And any man harm me and my aunt gon' meet the doc. Cause this life is warfare, it's not an easy walk. Been watching my people die so you can miss me with that love talk. My UPK soldiers, any man try to cross your path, they can regret it. What that means, fall on his age. Comparing me to you really ain't no contest. Long live one West, say what? Long live one West. This for those who thinking we ain't ready for 'em. Tell them back up, I'm about to drop something heavy for 'em. Go to grab, 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 go to grab. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give grab, give grab, back up, give grab, give grab, back up, give grab, give grab. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take grab, 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 take grab. My soldiers take grab till I'm stand down. Take grab, take grab, take grab, take grab, take grab, take grab, take grab. My soldiers take grab till I'm stand down.
I got you. Let it vibe real quick. Look. The city eyes. It's time to vote God. My God, a real nigga. Cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shot in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, but tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation falls if you fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. We colder than the avalanche, way above average. Fierce taste sweet, told him make me an apple tree. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Child I become a man. Dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evans to a mall quad. Telling me how them crackers turn this childhood to a ghost town. Poker stop, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Let my light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, no tangent. Try to warn them niggas we bear arms like tarantulas. Them other niggas rap, I make anthems. I really see profits under this banner. Make my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty to handle. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo, spirit Asian, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Auto. Sleep if they want, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Pay me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me numb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yara down, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember, I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah.
All right, Shalom Israel. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right, Shalom. All right, Shalom Israel. Priest and Officer Matwaya of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Shalom to all the brothers. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to all the brothers. Yahweh Hashem Latan, Hashem Yahushua to all the sisters. Priest and Officer Matwaya of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Coming to you live down here in Point Fortin at light pole number 1, Morris Street. If you want to be a part of the school, you could contact Officer Sowape Ala number 479-8286. The captain over him, Captain Mashak Mayam, at number 1202-701-4640. You could also check us on all our social media groups, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, for more information in the school, to see the work that we are doing, because we do many different things, food drives, you know, we have street teachings in Port of Spain, where we educate Blacks and Hispanics about their true nationality, their true identity, which could be found right here in this Bible. Right? The upcoming holy, high holy day we have, the memorial blowing of trumpets, is on Sunday, September 21st, 2025. You can find that in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 24 to 25. Tonight's class will be on the failure of the Christian church when it comes to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Right? But of course, by now, most people may know, some may not know, that the Christian church is not here for Black people. The Christian church is not here to teach us the things that Black people really need to understand, things that we really need to know. You understand? In order for us to come out of this condition that we are in as a people. In the church, we are being taught things that is not profitable to us. We are being taught, or we are being taught lies. You understand? But in the eyes of Wiki under commanding General Yahana, we are out here to bring in the truth. Thus say the Lord. Right? Given the book of Hosea, we will start at chapter 4 and verse 6. It's very important that our people start to understand that this Bible is their record. This Bible is for them. This Bible is not for no other nation, no other race on the planet Earth. It's only for 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. You understand? From Abraham to Isaac to Jacob. Jacob had 12 sons. You understand? And these 12 sons were scattered according to biblical prophecy. You understand? In the book of Genesis, chapter 49, shows where they will be. You understand? I'm going to do the history, do the research, you know, the different archaeology and stuff like that. You'll understand that these 12 tribes are so-called Black people, Hispanic people, and Native Indian people. Right? When you have
From God, the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
So the Lord is telling us here through his prophets, right? That my people lets you know that the Lord has been possessive over this people. You understand? He's saying my people. He's not saying all people or all nations or all races. The Lord is specifically talking to a particular people. He said my people. You understand? And that my people are you so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. Despite the condition, despite where they live, you understand? Once you have foreparents that came up the transatlantic slave trade, you understand? You are part of the 12 tribe of the nation of Israel because your slave trade was prophesied in the Bible. You understand? The history of your Native Indian brothers, caravan Arab brothers, where they will flee to, that is also in the Bible. You understand? We are all one family, we are all one blood. Venezuelans coming across say they are also our family too. You understand? Despite the condition, despite the oppression that they're facing on that, despite they might look at all these different ghettos here in Trinidad. You understand? Lavantil, Chumaca, Scorpion, you understand? Library, people on point. Wherever blacks and Hispanics reside, or in whatever ghetto, you are part of the 12 tribe of the nation of Israel. And this Bible holds your key to make you come out of this condition that you are in, and that is very important for us as a people to know and for us to understand. Lord is saying, my people being possessive, that they are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Read it from the top again, Baba Pusha.
From God, the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
So the Lord is saying his people being possessive is destroyed for lack of knowledge. You understand? Because of course our people do not know that they are part of the 12 lost tribe of the nation of Israel. They don't understand what tribe they're from. They don't understand that they have royal blood running through their veins. They don't understand the history, their culture, the things that they're supposed to eat, the way they're supposed to dress. They don't understand that this book is theirs. These are the things that we don't understand. These are the things that we are destroyed by. We are destroyed from. We don't understand. We don't know these things. Well,
from God, because thou hast rejected knowledge.
The Lord is telling us because we have rejected knowledge. You understand? Well,
I will also reject thee.
You do what?
I will also reject thee.
The Lord said, because we with this reject knowledge, He is going to reject us. You understand? Once we don't take the time to understand or search out the things that the Lord wants us to follow, we're going to be rejected by the Most High. Because of course, we would not be following the things that is after the Most High, things that He tells us to follow, things that are the high holy days, feast days, and all these different things that He tells us to keep. Once we're not following these things, we will be rejected by the Most High. You understand? That is another Bible. Well,
thou shalt be no priest to me.
that is still verse 6, right?
That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
You understand? So the Lord is saying that we will be no priest to Him. You understand? We will be no servant to Him. Seeing that what? We have rejected the law, which is very, very important and critical in understanding your heritage and your culture, because we as a people, we have to keep the laws of the Most High. Contrary to what the Christian church might say, you understand, the laws are God done away with. You don't need to keep the laws and all these different things. We must keep the laws of the Most High. Wherever blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are, you understand, we need to get ourselves together and start keeping the laws of the Most High. Because besides just gathering, we have things to do as a nation and as a people to help build our nation back up to the place that it's supposed to be. You understand? Is it right? Well,
seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
So we have forgotten the law of the Most High. We have forgotten that we're not supposed to be eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. We have forgotten that we have a certain way that we should dress. We have forgotten that we have high holy days and feast days to follow. So we follow after the traditions of the world, the traditions of the other nations. Well,
from God, I will also forget children.
We will also do what?
Forget.
Because we do these things, the Lord said that He's going to forget our children. So when our children is growing, it's obviously once they are going to learn from the parents and the people before them. So once we have rejected the knowledge of the Most High, we forget to keep the laws, our children will be growing not knowing the laws of the Most High. The Lord is saying that He's going to forget us. Give me Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 16, Baba Kusha. These are the things that the Christian church is supposed to be teaching our people. Those that say, that they're in charge or they want to be over black people. Those that say they teach the Bible or study the Bible. The Bible is to be taught by a black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. You understand? Not just like how they have it in the Christian church. You have to come into the ISUPK. You understand? You have to be anointed, like anointed priest. That men over you have to make sure, you understand, that you go to the right protocols of this nation. Because it's not just you just get up one morning and believe, hey, let me go and open my church or let me start teaching the Bible. Not like that. Our nation always have rules to follow, protocols in which we do things. You understand? So it's not like that. But the ISUPK is here for all black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. You understand? Whereby you can come in and start learning about your culture, your history, heritage, your people, your nation. You understand? Let me start building the way the Lord wants us to build, right? Isaiah 34, Babusha.
From God, the book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and verse 16.
Go ahead.
Seek ye out of the book of the Lord.
Do what?
Seek ye out of the book of the Lord.
And this is what we're doing in the ISUPK and the commanding general. We are seeking out of the book of the Lord. You understand? Contrary to what your Christian pastors might be doing, they're not seeking out of the book. If you sit down and watch back over the years that you've been in church, or even you might be still going to church all now, but just sit down and pay close attention to your religious leader and see if he is actually going into the Bible and showing us that we as a people, we have enemies. You understand? Just like our forefather David had showed us. We have enemies. See your pastor going into the book and show us that we have high holy days, feast days to keep. You understand? See if he's showing us the color of our people, because of course color is important. Some might say color is not important. You understand? But when you look at it today, we go run red lights. We know when you reach that red light and the red light pop, we know it's to stop. You understand? We know the amber light, we know the green light is to go. If anybody break in your house or perform a robbery in your house or in the establishment, you understand? And I ask a description of that person, you will be able to see, well, this person had long hair, blue eyes, you understand, black skin, red skin, a red guy. You must know. So that is very, very important. Everything in the Bible is important. You understand? So a religious leader not supposed to be nitpicking or picking here, picking there to try to show that he knows the Bible. You understand? Take it from the top again, Babu Kusha.
From God, the book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord.
So go ahead.
And read.
So the Lord is saying, seek ye out of the book. Go inside this Bible. Seek it out. Seek out the things that the Lord wants us to know. The Lord wants us to do. Things that He wants us to follow. Read. That's what the religious leaders are supposed to be doing in their institution. Understand? Read it. Teach it to the people.
No one of these shall fail.
What?
No one of these shall fail.
Down to the simplest thing in the Bible. You understand? The Lord is telling them none of these shall fail. And the Lord said that there will be earthquakes in diverse places, not going to fail. You understand? It is going to happen. And when the Lord said, talk about wars and rumors of wars, it is going to happen. You understand? When the Lord talks about in the scripture that there are hail, you understand, and storms, these things were created for vengeance. The Lord saying that none of these things is going to fail. You understand? You have a brother, you have a wife, you have a children. The Lord show you how to love a brother, how to deal with a wife, how to deal with the children, how to deal with a neighbor. You understand? None of these things is going to fail. Lord say if you have a order with your brother, go to him and him first. You understand? Just paraphrasing Matthew 18. These things is not going to fail. The Lord knows why these things is put into place. And He's telling the black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, hey, this is not going to fail. You understand? When we read through the dietary law, the Lord is telling you the things that you're supposed to eat from the things that you're not supposed to eat. You understand? We might be saying, hey, the Lord said don't eat pork, but what's the reason why? But when you look at statistics today, you're seeing the many diseases that come from pork. So He's telling you, if you eat these things, these are the things that is going to happen to you. Now you're going to realize, wait, now, when you eat these unclean animals or these unclean things, you're going to get sick. You understand? The Lord show you what you're supposed to eat. And even when you look at the health system today, when most people go to the doctors and with different ailments and stuff like that, You understand? The doctor start listening, wait is it? Don't eat this, don't eat that, don't eat the other. And most of the things that they tell you not to eat is the things that the Bible say that the Lord tell us through our records not to eat. You understand? These things bring diseases on the body, osteoporosis and arthritis, and all these different things. You understand? Cataract, all these different things stemming from somewhere. They don't just happen just so. You understand? But the Lord have everything laid out in here. They just need us to feel. They fail to teach us these things. And it is very important now that the knowledge is open, the knowledge is out there for us to follow, for us to keep seeking out the book of the Lord and read. Go ahead.
None shall want to be.
None shall what?
None shall want to be.
When they read the Bible, they read the scriptures in the Bible, different prophecies and things like that, they're going to understand the Bible stands alone. Bible, they don't have to add the Bible to any other book. Egyptian book of the dead or the book of Mormons or you know what I mean? Whatever book it is, Bible stands alone for itself. You understand? You go to different historical or archaeological sites, so you realize there, but Bible is real. You understand? The Bible will not want no mate. It wants no other book to match it up, but to say, well, all right, there, the Bible valid. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
For my mouth it hath commanded.
For what?
For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them.
You understand? From out of the Lord's mouth it hath commanded, and the spirit has gathered them. You understand? This is what you have to realize with Black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. These words that the Most High put out there is not going to fail. The Lord said that in the land where his people is scattered, paraphrasing, that there we will be saying that we are the sons of the living God. That is actually what's happening today. All where Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are scattered through the transatlantic slave trade. This is the time whereby we are saying, yeah, but we are the sons of the living God. We are Judah, we are Benjamin, we are Levi, we are in all different parts of the world where we were scattered, but the Lord prophesied we will be scattered. Right there, we're going back to the sense and the knowledge to know. Yeah, but we are God's chosen people. This knowledge is truly great in the eyes of the under commanding General Hannah, because we have schools all over. You understand? If you're not sure if you have a school in the area, just call the number is on the screen or visit isupk.com. You understand? You're going to find a school close in your zone, start to connect with your brothers and sisters, start to learn your culture, your history, heritage, because of course, you have to teach it to somebody else, a next brother or next sister. You understand, guys? One way which the nation is going to grow, because our nation needs to get back to the place that it's supposed to be. You understand? From there, give me Jeremiah chapter 23, Babusha, 21. Right? 21 and 22. Right? It's very important to for Black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man to start putting the difference between the Christian church and all these other religions. It's time to really sit down and watch what really happening. Understand? Watch what really happening to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Watch what really happening to our people. You understand? Time for us to start examining these Christian churches, these Muslim mosques very closely. Because for years, when we sit down and think about it, for years, our foreparents, they have been going to these different religions, these different churches, you understand? And they're not understanding that the church have not helped them from then till now. It have not helped them, it have not helped the community, more or less it have not helped the nation. Yeah, anyhow, we're still going to church, still police brutality, still senseless murders. Well, that's how people say senseless murders all over the place. You understand? And all these different things happening throughout the earth. You understand? Yet still we go to the Christian church, the more the Christian church pray for peace, the more it have war between these nations. You understand? Between kingdoms and between nations. You understand? So that letting you know something is absolutely wrong. The prophets never prayed for peace. You understand? Our prophets always prayed for war. Lord scriptures tell that the Lord is a man of war. You understand? These are the things that we must know, must come to the realization, because it is very important this time for us other people to know. You understand? Whatever you read, go ahead, Baba Kusha, Jeremiah 23 and verse 20.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 23 and verse 21.
Go ahead.
I have not sent these prophets.
He have not what?
I have not sent these
So the
prophets.
Lord is saying that he have not sent these prophets. All these religious leaders that is seeing, you understand, with the big mega churches or the mini churches or whatsoever it is in your community, or you might be watching them online on TV. The Lord is saying that he have not sent these prophets. You understand? Go ahead.
Yet they ran.
Yet they what?
Yet they ran.
Yet these prophets, they ran and start preaching about the good of the Most High. They ran and start teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? About the Bible, quote unquote. The reason why I'm saying quote unquote because they don't have the knowledge of it. These prophets ran. And look at Martin Luther King. You understand? Some might say, Prophet Martin Luther King or Dr. Martin Luther King. They ran. They wanted to unite blacks and Hispanics with the oppressors. You understand? That failed. You understand what I'm saying? Because of course the Lord is not about that integration. We supposed to be separate. Going to marry with these other nations. You understand? We have our 12 tribes, 12 brothers. You understand? This is our nation. When the Lord divided the nations, everybody got their portion. You understand? The Lord wants us to be a separate people, a holy people, just as the recording in Deuteronomy 7. Go ahead, Baba Kusha.
Until I have not spoken to them.
You have not what?
I have not spoken to
The
them.
Lord have not spoken to them. Go ahead.
Yet they prophesied.
Yet they what?
Yet they prophesied.
They prophesied. Yes, yet they're still saying, the things that might happen, the things might come to pass. You understand? Things we have got, what we might look out for. The Lord didn't send them. You understand? But yet they ran. Yet they run in front and they do all these things. Go ahead.
Verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
But if they had stood in my counsel,
But if they had what?
if they had stood in my counsel,
But if these religious leaders, they had really stayed in the Most High Council, stayed in the book, you understand? Stayed in the traditions of Israel, of this nation, go ahead.
and had caused my people to hear my word,
And had do what?
and had caused my people to hear my word,
And had caused the Lord people to actually hear the words of the Most High. You understand? Not no prosperity doctrine or so a seal by this holy water, quote unquote holy water, or by this rag. If they had actually stayed in the Lord council, start teaching the people and them the things that the Lord requires from them, fear of the Lord. You understand? Well,
then they should have turned them from their evil way.
then they should have done what?
Turned them from their evil way.
Then our people, we would have been turned from our evil ways. You understand? We would have been a different nation, or that holy nation that the Lord wants us to be. We would not have been selling drugs to our brothers. We would not have been smoking weed. We would not have been doing all these manner of eating unclean things. You understand? Committing adultery, being abortion clinics, treating our children, and all these different things. You understand? Well,
And from the evil of their doing.
and from the what?
And from the evil of their doing.
And all these evil things we would not have been doing. If these religious leaders had really go into this book, seek out what was in this book, teach the people, we would have turned back to the Lord. When you look at us as a people today, we are not following after the things of the Most High. We are not following after the things of the Lord. You understand? Go to the Christian church and we just want to hear what makes us feel good. Once we hear what makes us feel good, we're ready to go again. We are motivated to go again until next Sunday, next Saturday, or whenever we have that church service. You understand? Fear of the Lord is not on the people. In the ICPK under Commanding General Hannah, we're going to teach you what the Lord requires of you. You understand? The things that He wants us to do, the things that He does not want us to do. You understand? That is the night. Not you. I can drop that. Yeah, can drop that. Remember Deuteronomy 18 and 18 Babakusha. You understand? Because most times, most of us when we hear Bible, we associate it with church. You understand? We just run up in the church. You have anybody with us teaching. You understand? The Elamites, so-called white man, Chinese, You understand? Anybody teaching us the Bible. Anybody calling themselves a pastor or a leader, whatsoever the case might be, you know. When you have it, go ahead, Baba Kusha.
God,
Mm-hmm.
the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18 and 18.
Go ahead.
I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren.
What the Lord say will do?
Raise them up a prophet from among their brethren.
The Lord said that He's going to raise us up a prophet from among our brethren, from among these 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. The Lord is not going to raise up no East Indian, you understand, or no Chinese, no Syrian, no white man. The Lord is not going to raise up none of our oppressors to be over us as a prophet. You understand? Prophet is going to be raised up from the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. You understand? The Lord said that He will raise up a prophet from among their brethren, which is our brothers. Understand? Like unto thee. This is what we have to understand, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian. No Chinese, no Syrian, no oppressor like how we have in all these big mega churches with all these oppressors in it, ruling over blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. If these religious leaders was really teaching in the Bible and they see these things, they know you have to leave from the Christian church. You understand? Not get entangled or intertwined with these things to keep us trapped, to keep us at the bottom of society. You have to leave. You understand? And start following what the Lord tells us. The Lord said that He's going to raise us up a prophet from among our people. Just like in the ICPK, we have the head of the nation, which is Commanding General Hannah. You understand? From the tribe of Benjamin, that is a prophet from among our people. All these generals under him, all these captains, all these officers, these are people from among our brethren that the Lord has raised up. You understand? That the Lord has raised up. This is the right way that things are supposed to be done. This is the things that the Lord say will happen or we should do. And this is exactly what is done here in the ICPK under Commanding General. Yeah. Go ahead, Baba Kusha. 18 and 18, Baba Kusha. You can take it from the top.
Chapter 18 and 18.
Yeah.
I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee.
So the Lord says, when you raise them up a prophet, you understand in the ICPK, we have prophets in the ICPK under Commanding General Hannah, or captains, or officers, or generals. You understand? Like unto thee, which is somebody out of your own stock, somebody out of your own people. You understand? Not no other nation, not no other race. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18 and 18.
Go ahead.
I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee.
Go ahead.
And will put my words in his mouth.
And we do what?
And will put my words in his mouth.
The Lord is going to put the words in the prophet's mouth. How will the Lord put the words in the prophet's mouth? That prophet is going to learn. He's going to sit, be taught by men above him. He's going to learn. Understand? The Lord is going to put the words in his mouth. And when he go out to speak, he will not be speaking his own thing, like how the Christian church does it. You understand how these religion does it? He'll be speaking, thus say the Lord. Go ahead.
And he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him.
So the Lord is saying that he's going to speak unto the people, not all nations, unto his people, all that he have commanded. You understand? Things that we should do from the things that we should not do, which you can find in the law of the Lord. So which means as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we must be keeping the law of the Most High. You understand? Matthew 5 and 17, Baba Kusha. Most of the Christian churches, they reject the laws of the Most High. They say, laws of God are done away with. We don't have to keep that. That's not important to us. You understand? Just as we all know, in everything we do, everything that's happened on this earth, and in order for the earth to function, there must be rules, there must be laws. You understand? Go ahead and have it, Baba Kusha.
Think not.
What?
Think not.
What color is those rules written in? That is Christ speaking. Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17. Christ is saying, think not. When Christ said, think not, it's saying, don't get twisted. Don't think nothing different from what I am about to tell you. You understand? Go ahead.
Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets.
So Christ is saying, when he step on the scene, he's saying, don't get twisted. These things I'm about to tell you, this is how it's going down. You understand? He's saying, think not that I have come to destroy the law. Christ didn't come to destroy the law that was set in place. You understand? He didn't come to do away with pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. These things are still in place. He didn't come to destroy that. Because of course, we know once we start eating all these unclean meats, we're going to get sick, we're going to put on all these different diseases on our body. You understand? He didn't come to say no man could sleep with man, woman could sleep with woman. All these things in the law. Not supposed to be doing these things, not supposed to be promoting homosexuality and all these different things. If we say the laws of the Lord are done away with, then we are saying these things could be promoted or must be promoted. You understand? Christ is saying, didn't come to do away with the law, things that was already put in place for this earth or this nation to function. Right?
I have not come to destroy.
He didn't come to destroy it. Go ahead.
But to fulfill.
You understand? He's saying he didn't come to do away with the law, to destroy all these things. He came to fulfill it. Christ came to let you know that these laws could be kept. Christ came to let you know that these laws is the real deal. You understand? These laws could be fulfilled. Religious leaders say that laws are got done away with. In Isaiah 9 and 16, Baba Kushai. Religious leaders say, nah, the laws are got done away with. You understand? We do have to follow the law. We're not under the law, we're under grace. You understand? Not understanding that that grace period is for you, so-called black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, to start getting yourself right. You understand? To start following the laws of the Most High. That is very, very important for you to understand. Christ himself said he did not come to stop the law, to away the law. Come to fulfill it, to let you know these laws is the real deal. You understand? These laws must be kept. These laws must be followed. You understand? When you have it, go ahead, Baba Kusha. 16, yeah.
For the leaders of this people.
For the what?
For the leaders of this people. Cause them to err.
So now these leaders cause our people to err. You understand? Err means to error. All these religious leaders, you understand? These pastors, these imams, they cause blacks and Hispanics to error. You understand? Go ahead.
And they that are led of them are destroyed.
And they that what?
They that are led of them are destroyed.
And they that have been guided by them, they are destroyed. You understand? Because our people start going in another direction, contrary to the direction of the Lord. We don't realize that these religious leaders, they're causing us to err. They're not teaching us the things that the Lord requires from us. Not teaching us that the laws of the Lord still stand. Not teaching us what being under grace really is about. You understand? They're not teaching us how blacks and Hispanics should build the community. All these laws, commandments, and statutes that are written in this Bible. They really sit down and go through it properly, being taught it, where it's supposed to be taught. They're going to realize that these things is going to help all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians communities. You understand? It is going to take us from one stage in our communities, the low stage that we are, and propel us to another stage. You understand? We will be being pulled over by the police, gunned down. You understand? We will be selling each other drugs, fighting over turf and gang numbers. You understand? All these abortion clinics start to close down, or everything closed down. It's definitely not going to be filled up with our people. It's going to be filled up with these people from these other races or these other nations. You understand? But we are not being taught the laws of the Most High. We are being taught these religious leaders lies, causing us to error. You understand? But if we really take heed to the Bible, we really take heed to what is being taught in the ISUPK under Commanding General Hannah, you're going to understand the state and the condition of black people. You're going to understand why black people is in this condition, what needs to be done. You understand? Give me Deuteronomy 28, we'll start at 1 Bible shot. What needs to be done in order for us as a people to start rolling out from the condition that we're in. You understand? But one important thing that we must know, we have to stop filling up these Christian churches, these Muslim mosques. Come in the ISUPK under commanding General Hannah, come and ask the questions. You see us in the street of Port of Spain, come and ask the questions also. You understand? Start understanding what the Bible is all about. Start understanding what your history, your culture is all about. You understand? When you have a read Bible question.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Most High thy God.
You understand? So it's saying, the Lord is saying through his prophet that it is going to come to pass, which means it's going to happen. You understand? If we hearken, which means to listen diligently, not just listen, but to listen diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God. So now these things in the Bible, the Lord is telling us we need to listen it diligently, hearken unto it. You understand? Go ahead.
To observe and to follow his commandments.
To do what?
To observe and to follow his commandments.
To observe, which means we have to start watching to see what rules, what laws the Lord tells us that we need to do, to observe and to do it. You understand? Not just listening or hearing, we need to do it. You understand? Go ahead. Which means to take action. We must do it. Go ahead.
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth.
Now, if we follow the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, all these laws, Lord saying that he's going to set us high above all nations that are upon the face of the earth. Understand? And of course, we could look around and we could see black people is not above all these nations that are upon the face of the earth. You understand? Let's hold 1 minute back. Share them up, catch up with you. Yeah, you can see black people is not in the position that we are supposed to be in today. We are the bottom of society. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 2. And all these blessings shall come upon thee.
And all these what?
And all these blessings shall come upon thee.
So if you listen to the Most High, you start keeping his laws, commandments, and statutes, the Lord is telling us that all these blessings, it's going to come upon us. All these good things is going to come upon us that he's going to tell us about. You understand? Go ahead.
And overtake thee.
And do what?
And overtake thee.
And it's going to overtake us. Not just going to come upon us, it's going to overtake us, overwhelm us, go before us. You understand? Once we start following the laws, commandments, and statutes of the Most High. Go ahead.
If thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, we'll see. Blessed art thou be in the city, and blessed art thou be in the field.
So now, start listening to the Most High. The Lord is saying that he's going to be blessed in the city, and he's going to be blessed in the field. You understand? So where we are, whatever blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are at in the city, not going to be on the menial jobs, not going to be working for other people. You understand? We're going to be blessed in the city, and also in the field, in the line of agriculture and all these different things. We're going to be blessed in the field. You understand? We're not going to be the ones suffering or all our products is not coming amounting to nothing. You understand? We're going to be blessed. We're going to know, yeah, this is my vineyard. You understand? When we make our whole to go and sell it or whatever the case might be, it's not no jokey thing we have. We're going to be blessed in the city, and also to we as a people is going to be blessed in the field. Jump down to verse 8, Baba Kusha.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 8. The Lord shall command blessings upon thee in thy storehouse.
Lord say that he is going to command the blessings in our storehouses. Wherever we have our storehouses, we are going to be blessed. Your homes, you understand, your businesses, wherever our storehouses are, the Lord saying that he's going to command it. You understand? He's going to command the blessing. Go ahead.
And if all thou settest thy hand unto,
not some. The Lord says he's going to bless all that he set our hands to do, whatever it is. Go ahead.
And he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
And he's saying that the Lord is going to bless us in the land which the Lord giveth us. And of course, if you research the history, you're going to know that we are not in our homeland right now. You understand? We are not in the land that the Lord gave us. Because we were sold unto our enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, as the scriptures have said. If we as a people really, truly, diligently hearken unto the voice of the Lord, this is what will happen. Then that also show you too. Understand? If we're not in the homeland now, and the Lord saying that He's going to bless us in the land which He has given us, then that shows you that we have to go back somewhere. You understand? We have to go back somewhere in that land to be blessed. You understand? Go to verse 9, Baba Kusha.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 9. The Lord shall establish thee an holy people.
So the Lord saying that He's going to establish us holy people. You understand what does holy mean? Holy means separate. The Lord is going to establish us to be a separate people. You know, it means to establish something, to make it known. You understand? To set it up nice. He's saying that He's going to make it known. He's going to establish Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to be that separate people unto Himself. So all these other nations or races on the earth is going to know that these people here, these 12 tribes, they belong to the Lord. These nations is going to know that because He's saying that He's going to establish them. When these other nations watch, they're going to know, nah, these people here, they belong to the Most High God. You understand? Go ahead.
Unto Himself, as He has sworn,
As He had what?
as He has sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God.
And remember, the Lord said in the book of Deuteronomy, where He said, "You'll be a holy people, separate people unto Himself." Just the same way He said that, He said that He swore unto us. You understand? If you're going to keep the commandments of the Lord and do what?
And walk in His ways.
If you're going to keep these things and walk in His ways, which means we're not going to depart from it. Lord said He is going to establish us with that separate people. All these other nations are going to know now, but black people, them is the people of the Lord. We keep His commandments and walk in it. We have to not depart from these things, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian. You understand? This is what the Lord wants for us. Somebody will John 14 and 15, Baba Kusha. This is what the Lord wants for us. He wants us to walk in His laws, commandments, and statutes. He wants to separate us from these other nations. He wants us to be that holy people. Lord said that He has sworn unto thee. You understand? But we have to be able now to drop off all these ideologies and doctrines and philosophies from these other nations, turn back to what the Lord said that He swore, He has sworn to give us. Understand? When we read a little earlier up in the book, the Lord says, "Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. None of these shall fail." So if the Lord saying that He has sworn unto thee to give thee this blessing, if you walk in His ways, if you walk in His commandments, then it is actually going to happen. You understand? John 14 and 15, Baba Kusha.
John chapter 14. If He love me,
Yes, no, slap. Yeah, I feel like that below it and speak up. Yeah, no one.
book of John chapter 14 and 15. If He love me, keep my commandments.
This is what the Lord said to you, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. You understand? The Lord is saying, if we love Him, keep His commandments. You understand? So when the Lord is saying here that He will establish us to be a separate people unto Himself, like He has sworn, if we keep the commandments, then in the book of John telling if we love the Most High, do what? Keep His commandments. We have to, as our people, keep the Most High laws, commandments, and statutes to show the Most High that we love Him. You understand? And to also be that people that the Lord wants us to be separate, to be holy, that people that He wants to bless. You understand? We cannot we cannot move away from these laws, commandments, and statutes of the Most High. The Old Testament telling you what the Lord requires from us, and in the New Testament showing you what the Lord requires from us. and it adds up to the same thing, which is to do what? Keep my commandments. When it go back to the Christian church, then now it's supposed to ask religious leader. If you see the Old Testament done away with, the New Testament saying, Lord, we are keeping Most High commandments. Some people don't go with the New Testament and they go with the Old Testament. You understand? Then we have to say in the Old Testament, what we have to do, keep the commandments. You understand? Some people might believe that they don't need to keep the commandments because they don't understand. When I say some people, I'm talking about like Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. They don't need to keep the commandments is because they don't understand who they are. You understand? They don't understand that they are part of the 12 lost tribe of the nation of Israel, children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So with that, yeah, so with that now, that's why they say, nah, we don't need to keep the commandments of the Musa. But if they really understood who they are, according to the Christian church, if they're really teaching the people the Bible, teaching them the scriptures, then they would know, nah, we got to keep the laws of the Musa. You understand? So the book of John is telling you, if you love me, keep my commandments. It goes right back to the commandments of the Messiah again. You understand? The 28 and 10, Bible push-up is there. Some of the old Galatians 4 and 26, Bible push-up. Deuteronomy 28 and 10.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 10. All the people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Most High, and they shall be afraid of thee.
You understand? And all the people, meaning all these races, all these nations, going to see that you, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, are going to be called by the name of the Lord. And these people is going to be afraid of thee, because now you're going to be that established nation. Now you're going to be that established people. Now you're going to be that holy people or that separate people. The Lord saying that He wants you to be that He has sworn to give to you if we keep His commandments. You understand? When you look now, look at today, these nations, they're not afraid of black, Hispanics, and Native Indians. What your eyes doing with? Your eyes dragging with left, right, and center right now. You understand? What's happening in all these communities, like for this past week in all these different countries where black people is concerned, we dying like fly right now. You understand? If it's not police brutality, black on black crime. All these are curses in the Bible. And the Lord said it will happen to us if we fail to adhere to His rules and to His laws. You understand? Right now we dying like fly, placing a mess when it comes to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. I'm not saying that these other nations, things not happening to them. You understand? But the Lord said that He has set us watchmen over the children of Israel. We have to watch and see what's happening with our people. You understand? That's paraphrasing. What's happening to our people right now is not nice. You understand? Let's paraphrase another scripture again. The Lord said that He's going to begin His judgment at the house of Israel first. Not going to escape. Religious leaders, pockets. That's all the sudden. Pockets and the belly. You understand? When they're supposed to be watching over blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We really have to try to step away from these religions, step away from the Muslim mosque, step away from the Christian church, come back and understand Old and New Testament speaking one thing: keep my commandments. You understand? That's what the Lord said. Right? Give me the Galatians 1:26 Bible push.
The book of Galatians, chapter 4 and verse 26.
Go ahead.
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free.
But who?
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free.
The Lord is telling us Jerusalem, which is above, is free. You understand? Go ahead.
Which is the mother of us all.
Which is the mother of what?
Which is the mother of us all.
Goes to show that Jerusalem is the motherland. Jerusalem is the mother of us all. You understand? So when the Lord is saying that all these people of the earth will see that thou art called by thy name, when the Lord is saying that we're going to be that established people, that holy people that He have sworn unto thee, they're going to see the true power, the true glory of the Most High and the nation of Israel. You understand? because we are going back to our homeland. Where we are scattered to the four corners of the earth on all these other islands, this is not our homeland. You understand? This is not our rest. The Lord have sworn to do certain things from our forefathers right on to us. But we must adhere to his rules and to his laws and to his regulations in order for us to attain it, in order for us to get it. You understand? Even if you watch, like when it's in an exam or something like that, you must be able to follow the rules of the exam to pass the exam. You have to study. You understand? And whatsoever the case might be, when they come to do the test, lay all the rules fail, follow, then pass the test, then you're going to obtain what was at the end of the exam. You understand? The Lord gave us rules to follow, to govern this earth. And if we fail to govern, to follow the rules that's going to govern this earth, then it's obviously going to fail. You understand? 28 and 13, Baba Kosha. Yeah, I mean,
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 58 and verse 13. And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail.
Lord said, black people, Hispanic people, and Native Indian people, he is going to make us the head, not the tail. Right now, we are the tail. We are at the end of the line. You understand? These other nations, they could say when to come, when to go, when to send food here, when to do this, how much to lend this country, how much to do that, how much to do the other. We are at the tail. We are not at the head. You understand? But the Lord said if we keep his rules, he's going to make us the head, not the tail, which means we're going to be the ruling class. We're going to be the governing body. You understand? We are the ones that is going to be busting all the shots when it comes to these other nations. You understand? Go ahead.
Be above
And we shall do what?
Thou shalt be above only.
Which means it have no slipping of no gears. Meaning they're going to slip into second place or third place. You understand? Or you're coming right down to the end or the middle class, as they say. Nah, the Lord saying you're going to be above only, which means you're going to rule. You're going to rule over these other nations. You understand? Just by doing this simple thing, keeping the laws of the Most High. Just by doing these simple steps. Stop smoking weed, stop eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. You understand? Do abort no babies, commit no adultery, do sleep with your brother or wife. Just by starting with these small things, and I start learning the more different things that they have to do. Start coming to the high holy days, keeping the Lord high holy days, feast days. You understand? This is what they have to do. Lord say what? We're going to be above only. Go ahead.
And thou shalt not be beneath.
And we shall what?
Thou shalt not be beneath.
Have no way. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians is going to be beneath. Thus say the Lord. The Lord said, none of these shall fail. You understand? No way Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians is going to be at the bottom. You understand? Go ahead.
If that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God.
If you do what?
Hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God.
If we hearken, which means to listen unto the voice of the Lord thy God. So all these things that the prophets of old have laid out, you understand? If we listen to these things, if we start following after the things they tell us to do, then we're going to be that nation that the Lord said we're going to be above. Only and not beneath. You understand? We can't even imagine being that nation to be above right now. First we below. First we are the bottom. You understand? But we have to come to the realization that we as a people have to turn back to the Most High. No matter what condition we're in, turn back to the Most High and start learning what we need to do. The one great thing that the Lord tells us in the book of Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1 to do what? Kiara we serve together. So a man might be watching the condition and feel, boy, nah, but I can't do that. Why can't do this Bible thing? Why can't keep the laws? The Lord saying that his laws is not previous. His laws is not burdensome. Meaning you could do it. You could do it. You just don't understand how to start to do it. Because you might be saying, you know, we have a set of laws to keep. Over 600 and something laws. We can't keep all that. But they have to start. You understand? In some form or some way or the other, the Black Hispanic community been down here in these classes, they have to start. Then you start to teach your household. You understand? You start to teach your wife start to teach your children, and then it's starting to spread from one house to the next, like an infection. You understand? And that is how the communities will not start getting fixed. That is how Black people now will not start to realize, hey, to come together. Where the Lord will be to come together. You understand? Go ahead. That is the end of 15, go ahead.
Which I command thee this day to observe and to do them.
Let's roll back up a little bit, and thou shalt not be beneath. Salaki.
And thou shalt not be beneath. If that thou hast hearkened unto the commandments of the Lord thy God, which I commanded thee this day, observe and do them.
You understand? So the Lord is saying that we will not be beneath. This nation, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, not supposed to be at the bottom. Not supposed to be dragging like this other people. You understand? The Lord is saying, if we hearken to the commandments of the Lord thy God, which he have told us to observe this day. You understand? We wouldn't be at the bottom. Go ahead to verse 14, Baba Pusha.
Deuteronomy chapter 8 and 14. And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day.
And you see, we keep getting warning over and over. The Lord saying, if we hearken to his voice, if we listen diligently, if we read the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, carefully. You understand? We are at verse 14 right now. You see what the Lord keeps saying? Hearken, listen, observe diligently. You understand? When we read verse 14, now it's saying, and thou shalt not what?
Go aside.
Shall not go aside. We should not drop this. We should not say, nah, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this no more. You understand? Or we start to learn about it and I say, right, nah, I feel like I can make this now. We should not go aside. We should not leave it alone. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not go aside from any of the words.
From what?
From any of the words.
From any of the words. So when the Lord say, hey, stop eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster, according to the Bible, does say the Lord, we had to stop. If the Lord says stop smoking weed, had to stop. You understand? Stop being an adulterer and adulteress, had to stop. Lord saying that we should not go aside from any of his words, from any of the things that he commands us to do. Go ahead.
From any of the words which I command thee this day, to the right hand or to the left, go after other gods.
So we should not go astray to the right or to the left. Go ahead.
To go after other gods.
Or to go after what?
Other gods.
After what?
Other gods.
Go ahead.
To serve them.
We should not go to the right or to the left. We should not go after other gods. You understand? We should not go after the other gods of the Christian church, the Muslim mosque. You understand? These are other gods. Just as the scripture is saying, gods which our fathers have not known. You understand? The Lord giving you the knowledge, the truth, and the understanding of your God, your power. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The God that requires things from us to do. The God that rewards and the God that also punishes. You understand? We should not go astray or aside to serve no other God. You understand? Go ahead to verse 15, Baba Kusha. This verse 15 is very important for you to understand, very important to listen, very important to take heed to. Because when you read Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1, read it from the top again, Baba Kusha, 28 and 1, they're going to understand what the Lord tell you from verse 1. Go ahead.
From God, the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass,
it's going to happen,
if thou shalt hearken diligently,
if you hearken diligently, if you take heed, go ahead,
unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
unto the voice of the Lord your God. The voice of the Lord is the words in this book. Go ahead.
to observe and to do all his commandments,
To observe and to do the things that he say, all his commandments. You understand? Go ahead.
which I command thee this day,
Which Moses is given unto us this day, which is that's why he say, which I command you. The things that I am telling you this day, go ahead.
that the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
And the Lord is going to set us on high, which
above,
means he's going to put us in a position that we are not in now. Go ahead.
above all nations.
He's going to put us where?
Above
He's going to
all
put us
nations of the earth.
above all nations, which is all races upon the face of the earth. You understand? That is what the Most High says he's going to do if we keep his laws, commandments, and statutes. And of course, this is not God. That's this only people that train it up one time. This here, this is not God, this is not Christ. This is Caesar Borgia. You understand? The son of Pope Alexander VI of Rome. We'll go into this into our next class another time. So we had to get that out of our head one time. You understand? Jump down to verse 15, Baba Kusha.
From God, the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
Now, after he showed us the blessings, what was going to happen to us in verse 1, verse 15, he said, now it shall come to pass. That you know, it is going to happen. Remember in verse 1, he said, take heed, be diligent unto the words which I command you. These blessings going to happen to you. Now we say it is going to happen. It is going to come to pass. Go ahead.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken.
If you will what?
Not hearken.
If you will what?
Not hearken.
He's saying if you will not listen. If you will not hearken. Go ahead.
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Now forget that Bible thing now. That Bible thing now ain't not for me. You understand? No, we don't have to do that. We don't have to keep the commandments of the Most High. We don't have to gather ourselves together. You understand? We can eat what we want, we can drink what we want, we can dress what we want. The Lord is telling us it is going to happen if we do not take heed. When
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
unto the rules, the laws in this book, go ahead.
observe to do all his commandments,
Observe and do them. To observe and do all his commandments. Go ahead.
and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
Go ahead.
that all these curses,
That all these what?
all these curses,
That all these what?
all these curses,
That all these curses, the Lord is going to show us a series of things that is going to happen to us if we do not listen to Him. You understand? All these curses, all these vile things, all these things we can't imagine going to happen to us. Go ahead.
shall come upon thee.
It is what?
Come upon thee.
It is going to come upon the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man if we don't listen to the Lord. Go ahead.
And overtake thee.
And do what?
And overtake thee.
It's going to come upon us and overtake us. It's very important that we listen to the Most High. It's very important that we understand why Black people go through the condition that we're in, why we poor, broke, busted, and disgusted. You understand why we're being killed out by the hands of the police, why we're being brutalized. You understand why we're filling up the prisons, the jail cells, why we're high in high blood pressure, why we're high in diabetes, why we're high in all these diseases and sicknesses. The Lord said it's going to come to pass if we will not hearken to his voice. Go ahead.
All these
Yeah, you're going good, you're going good.
All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake
All
thee.
these curses going to come upon us and overtake us. It is going to overwhelm us. Go ahead. Verse 16.
Verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
So where blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are in the city, we're going to be cursed. You understand? Last hired, first fire. You can't get war. Pressure. Look at some of our people, we mad. We will quote and quote vagrant all over the place. Curse we're going to be in the city. Things is not going to work out for us in the city. Go ahead.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
And look at our farmers, look at those that controlling the agricultural sector for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Curse we in the city, curse we in the field. We can't get ourselves. You understand? We're not prosperous. Go ahead to verse 17.
Be thy basket and thy store.
Lord say, curse shall be our basket and our store. Curse shall be our bread basket and our storehouses. You understand? Not going to have the adequate things or the amount of things that we would like it to have. Just like the Lord said, if we do it in 28 and 1, He says He's going to bless us if we keep His commandments. If we're not keeping it, black people is going to be under pressure. That is coming from the Lord. These are the things that the Christian church is supposed to be teaching us, teaching our people. You understand? But they still, on top of these curses that the Lord telling us is going to happen to us, they still have we coming in the church to pay tithes, offering, and love gifts. You understand? We done broke, busted, and disgusted. And the church is still coming and scrape from your pockets to fill theirs. You understand? And if you take a little time out and you watch these churches in the black communities, these churches not even giving back to the communities that paid tithes from since our great-grandmothers or grandfathers, great. These churches going on for generations. You understand? And you ain't seen them coming together. Sometimes it's 2, 3 churches in one community. They're not even coming together to say, let me do something for this community. You understand? Let me at least bless some homes. Or a play park for children. You understand? Or do some kind of drive whereby some health fair, something for the elderly. You're not seeing these things. You understand? And our grandparents and parents before them paid tithes and all these different things for years. You understand? Go ahead, Baba Kusha. That is the end of 17. Jump to 20. But of course, we in the ISUPK, we do food drives. You understand? We have prison programs. We have programs for alcohol, people who have alcohol problems. You understand? Marital problems. You have suicidal thoughts in the ISUPK. We have all sorts of programs. You understand? If you hear you're having children and all and you don't want to keep the child, bring it to the ISUPK. We want it. You understand? We want it. And it will still have full access to your children. Your child or your children. You understand? But we have a lot of different programs. We have prison programs and all, where we go and visit brothers and sisters in the prison system. So if you know you have brothers and sisters in the prison system, call us. The number scrolling through at the bottom of the screen there. Call us and let us know. You understand? You have problems in marriage, call us and let us know. Suicidal thoughts, call us and let us know. Problems understanding the Bible, call us and let us know. Send us an email, send us a message, send us a text. Because black people, we need to come out of this condition that we're in. And the answer is right here in the Bible. You understand? Go ahead to verse 20, Baba Kusha.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and 20. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke.
The Lord is going to send upon us curses, vexations, and rebuke. Go ahead.
In all that thou settest thy hand.
So all that we set our hand to do, we're not going to get the results as if we was keeping the commandments of the Most High. You understand? Go ahead.
Until thou be destroyed.
Until when?
Until thou be destroyed.
The Lord is saying these things going to happen to us until we be destroyed. Go ahead.
From Canaan, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doing.
Because of the what?
wickedness of thy doing.
Because we fail to hear to the Most High. We think when we're going through life, you understand, we're not doing wickedness. We think when we're going through life, I know we might smoke a cigarette or pull a weed, you know what I mean, go and sleep with a man, girl. We think we're not doing wickedness, but the Lord is telling us, you understand? Once we fail to do his rules, once we fail to do his commandments, that is wickedness of our doings, because we're going to do everything that is contrary to what the Lord is telling us to do. You understand? But the Lord is our Father, so we might be thinking, hey, we could do smoke weed, you know, eat the pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster, celebrate Christmas and Easter, and nothing happening to us. You understand? Just like you as our Father, you go watch your children might make errors 2-3 times before you correct them. You understand? But guess what? They're going to be corrected. The Lord is telling us, we don't listen, these things going to befall us, which means we're going to be corrected. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Right.
The Most High shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee, until he have consumed thee from all the land. When the quest possesses.
So the Lord is saying that you make these pestilence cleave upon us, all these plagues, all these pestilence, all these diseases. The Lord saying that he's going to make it cleave, hold on to us, until we do what? We perish or consume from all the land, whether we go to possess it. So wherever we go, you understand? All these things is going to take hold of us and make us perish. We are going to die. All these pestilences, all these diseases, HIV, AIDS, we're going to get hold of it till we perish and destroy. Prostate cancer, Alzheimer's, all these things. You understand? It's going to take us until what? Black people be perished, till we be destroyed, because we're not listening to the voice of the Lord. We're not listening to take heed to his commandments. Go into 22, Baba Kusha.
Most High shall smite thee with consumption, fever, inflammation.
Consumption, fever, inflammation. Go ahead.
Extreme burning.
Sword. Another what?
Sword.
We're going to be killed with the sword. Today, with the gun. We're going to die by the hands of the gun. You understand? All these different types of fevers, consumption, inflammation. You understand? Go ahead.
And the last
Mm-hmm.
and the building,
Mm-hmm.
and they shall pursue thee.
And they shall what?
Pursue thee.
And they're going to continually follow us as a people, because we fail to adhere to the laws of the Most High. Go ahead.
Until thou perish.
Until what?
Until thou perish.
And if you're listening to what the Lord's saying, you understand, he's saying these things are going to follow us until we perish, until we be destroyed. All religious leaders, your pastor say, the Lord is all about love. You understand? God is all about love. God knows my heart. But the Lord telling you, if you don't follow what I showing you, these is the things going to be followed until they be destroyed, or until they perish. You understand? Verse 23, Baba Kusha. And I what? This is going into the jail system for you, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. The Lord saying, our heaven. Go ahead. They look up over your head, the heavens. Go ahead.
Shall be brass.
Shall be what?
Shall be brass.
Going to be brass. Go ahead. Below your foot, the foundation. Foundation underneath you, going to be iron. This is the jail system for you, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. We fail to adhere to his laws, Lord telling you going to end up in prison. You understand? You want to steal? Prison. You want to murder? Prison. You understand? You want to deal with drugs? They say not supposed to be selling drugs to your brothers? Prison. The Lord showing us where we're going to end up if we fail to keep his laws, commandments, and statutes right here in the Bible. Our religious leaders is the ones supposed to be guiding us to tell us that if we don't take heed to the rules of the Lord, what is going to befall us? You understand? Sean, I sure plenty people never hear that before. But all these diseases going to take us, all these curses, you understand? Black people going to end up in the prison system. Never hear that from no church, no preacher, no way. But in the ISUPK, the priests and prophets in the ISUPK, it's going to bring it and show you so-called black man that these things are going to befall us if we don't take heed to the laws of the Most High. If we don't take heed to what the Lord is trying to give us as a people. You understand? Go ahead to verse 28, Baba Kusha. 28 and 28.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
Shall do what?
Smite thee with madness.
Lord say that he's going to smite us with madness. Go ahead.
And blindness. And astonishment of heart.
And sometimes most people might think people walking around here and in the mind, they see it. Not just only talking about mad people like those who are homeless. Lord says he's going to smite us with madness, with blindness, with what? Astonishment of heart. The decision some of us is going to make, it is not according to the Most High. You understand? The decision we make, you say this person crazy, this person mad. You understand? With blindness and astonishment of heart. Go ahead, go down to 30.
29. And thou shalt grope at noonday, as a blind gropeth in darkness.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
You shall not what?
Prosper in thy ways.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt be only oppressed.
You shall be what?
Only oppressed.
This is what is going to happen to us as a people. We are only going to be what? Oppressed. You understand? Because we fail to take heed to the Lord's laws. We think we could not follow the laws and now we will be above, we will be on top. We will be above all these nations. The Lord said we are only going to be oppressed. Go ahead.
And spoiled evermore.
And what?
And spoiled evermore. And no man shall save thee.
You know what?
No man shall save thee.
That is something very important that we have to understand. That is something very important we have to stick up on, because the Lord is saying no man is going to save you. Which means something else or somebody else besides a man have to save you. You understand? Go ahead.
Thou shalt be trust a wife.
Thou shalt what?
Be trust a wife. And another man shall lie with her.
The Lord is saying you're going to betroth a wife, and another man is going to lie with her. That is exactly what happened to many of our brothers and sisters during the transatlantic slave trade. You understand? Even today, you can bring it on to today and all. Black people right now, we under so much pressure. Sometimes you want to hold on a bird, you want to marry a bird, but guess what? Can't make. Another man is going to lie with her. You understand? Can't make. Then when you look at the things that are being pushed on us, we are not being taught our culture, we are not being taught our history, the way we're supposed to do things when it comes to marrying women. You understand? We following the cultures of these other nations and these other races. These curses put out here in the book of Deuteronomy 28, these things real. This is not no joke. You understand? Go ahead.
Thou shalt build a house.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt build a house. And thou shalt not dwell therein.
What's up going on with you right now? Labor ain't too bad. Building houses too bad. From since in slavery time. You're building up all kind of nice house, all kind of nice condo, whatever the case might be. That's not for we. We're not building we. You understand? We're not building for our people. Lord is telling us we're going to build a house. And what?
Thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein.
You is not going to live in that house. You understand? These are the curses from the Lord. This is the voice of the Lord. Go ahead.
Thou shalt plant a vineyard.
Shall do what?
Plant a vineyard. And shall not gather the grapes thereof.
It much what is there? Baba Kushan, make it back up with it.
Deuteronomy 28 and 6.
One more time. Thou shalt plant what?
Thou shalt plant a vineyard.
You ever look and see how our Mexican brothers and sisters, how they plant on the outside? How these things look when it come beautiful, and how they say luscious. Lord saying you going to plant a vineyard and what?
And shall not gather the grapes thereof.
But it's not for you. You'll be in servitude forevermore. You understand? We think them little garden we making and kitchen garden, and we think that vineyard, ain't a vineyard. Look at what the oppressors on them are. That vineyard. You understand? That vineyard. Lord saying we're going to plant vineyard, not gather the grapes thereof. You understand? To the two Baba Kosha.
Listen to thy sons and thy daughters shall give unto another people.
Our sons and our daughters is going to be given unto another people. From in slavery, we know our sons and our daughters, they want auction blocks from the jump. You understand? Bringing it down to today, look at the schooling system. As we turn and reach a certain age, boom, they're in the hands of other people. When they reach a certain age, boom, they have to go and work for other people. Lord tell us our sons and our daughters, they'll be given unto another people. You understand? Not unto your own, another people. These curses following us right down to today, just as the scriptures have said, it is going to happen. You understand? Our sons and our daughters will be given unto another people. Go ahead.
And thine eyes shall look and feel the longing for them all the day long.
Our eyes is going to fill with longing because we can't do nothing. We have no power. You understand? We as a nation, we have absolutely zero power. Our eyes is going to fail for them all day long. Slavery, we could not do a thing. Till today, the curses on our people so dread when our sons and daughters go to another people, like to work, whatever the case might be. Our eyes fail for them all day long. We can't even do that. We don't have like generational family businesses whereby our children could fall in that and continue. It have to be given unto another people. You understand? Go ahead.
And there shall be no might in thy hand.
They shall do what?
There shall be no might in thy hand.
They ain't going to have no power, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. Can't do nothing. You understand? Jump to verse 43, Baba Kusha.
Verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
Understand? So the stranger, which is these other nations that is around us, is going to get up very high, which means their power, their economic might, you understand, their economy, everything is going to, for them, is going to go up. Piece by piece, what's what happening with the East Indians down here in Trinidad, these other nations, Syria. You understand? Textile and all these trading industries on the port and all these different things. Strangers around us. You understand? They're going to get very high. Go ahead.
And thou shalt come down very low.
You black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, downstairs. You're going to come down very low. You understand? Which means they're going to start putting stumbling blocks for you to start going down. You understand? Your children not going to the best schools. Your children not getting the best position on those jobs, although they have the qualifications. You understand? They're starting to put stumbling blocks to make sure you go down. The Lord is telling us that these nations are going to get up above us very high, but you, black man, you're going to come down very low. Go ahead.
24. He shall lend to thee.
He shall what?
He shall lend to thee.
Banking system is not yours. Not only the banking system, but we will start with that. Any loan, any development you're trying to do for yourself, you have to go to the oppressor. He is the one who's going to lend to you. Go ahead.
And thou shalt not lend.
But you, so-called black man, you don't have that power. Your nation is not the place where you could lend to them. You understand? These other nations not coming to the black man or the Hispanic man for nothing. But you, any development you have to do, you have to go to these other nations. You understand? Go ahead.
He shall be the head.
Shall be the what?
He shall be the head.
Shall be the ruling body. Go ahead.
Thou shalt be the tail.
You are just going to be the tail, so-called black man. You're going to be the servant. You understand? Go ahead.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
You understand? So the Lord come and reiterate it again. These things are going to come upon you, overtake you, until black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, they destroy. You can't help yourself. You understand? Go ahead.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord.
Because we didn't want to listen to the rules in this book. We didn't want to hear what Moses, the forefathers, the prophets of old Christ, we didn't want to hear what they had to say. We didn't want to hear the voice of the Lord thy God. Go ahead.
To keep his commandments.
To do what?
To keep his commandments.
You understand? To keep the commandments of the Lord. We didn't want to keep that. We wanted to intermingle with all these other nations and follow their doctrines, their philosophies, their culture. John 14 and 15 say, if you love me, keep my commandments. Lord said we didn't want to keep his commandments. Go ahead.
And the statutes which he commanded.
We didn't want to keep the Lord's commandments and statutes which he commanded us. You understand? So these things started to befall us. Go ahead.
Verse 26.
And
they shall be upon thee for a sign.
It shall be upon you, so-called black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. When you watch all over, the black people are scattered. You see the condition there. That is a sign that black people under the curses of the Most High. That is a sign to show you Lord's commandments and statutes. It's not in these places. Lord saying that it's going to be upon us for a sign. You understand? For we to know. Laws are the Lord now with them. Go ahead.
And for a wonder.
And for what?
And for a wonder. And upon thy seed forever.
Going to be on us for a sign, and for a wonder we're going to be saying, what really going on with black people, boy? Why we can't come out of this condition? Why we in this state? Lord said it's going to be upon us for a sign and for a wonder, and upon our seed, which is our children. Go ahead.
Forever.
Forever. You understand? Because we don't want to listen or hearken the commandments of the Most High. 48, Baba Kusha.
48. Therefore, shalt thou serve thy enemies.
Lord said we're going to serve our enemies. Go ahead.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Which who shall send them?
Which the Lord shall send against
Lord is going to send our enemies against us. Not hearkening to his voice, not hearkening to his commandments. Go ahead.
in hunger.
In what?
In hunger.
Hungry, want things to eat.
And in thirst.
Thirsty, need things to drink.
And in nakedness.
Want clothes to put on your back.
And in want of all things.
And in want of all things. Anything you want to do, you have to go to these other nations. Open businesses. You understand? You want to start up anything, schools, you have to go to the other nations. You understand? Anything you're planning on doing, you must go to these other nations. The Lord said that you have to go to them in want of all things. Go ahead.
And he shall put the yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Who's going to do it?
And he shall put the yoke of iron upon thy neck.
And your enemy, so-called black man, is going to put a yoke of iron upon your neck. Until what?
Until he hath destroyed thee.
Until you are destroyed, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian. Until you don't know yourself. Until you don't know your history, you don't know your culture, you don't know how to start or end anything. Because why? You have been destroyed. You understand? Jump to 54. We'll do two more and we'll close up after that.
so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate,
The man that is tender among you, that is young men. You understand? The young men among you. Go ahead.
and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
His eyes is going to be evil towards his brother. He's going to have evil and evil eye amongst towards his brother. That's why you're seeing so much black and black crime in all these ghettos. You understand? Lord is saying his eye is going to be evil towards his brother. Go ahead.
And towards the wife of his bosom.
Towards what?
And towards the wife of his bosom.
See why we just be having all these domestic problems? Lord saying, man that is tender among his eye is going to be evil towards his brother and wife of his bosom. You understand? Think the passage after talks about the woman too, how she eye is going to be evil towards the husband of her bosom. You understand? All these are curses from the Most High. You understand? Jump down to 61, Baba Kusha.
61. Also, every sickness and every plague.
Every sickness and every plague. Go ahead.
Which is not written in the book of this law.
Which is not written in this Bible, in this book of the law. So all these new variants and all these new things that they ain't coming out. You understand? All these, the names of these diseases and these plagues that they're not seeing in this Bible. The Lord said all these sicknesses and all these plagues, which is not written here. Go ahead.
Then will the Lord bring upon thee.
The Lord is going to bring them upon you, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. Go ahead.
Until thou destroyed.
Until you, as a people, you are destroyed. You understand? So in order for us to escape all these things, we as a nation must return back to the Lord. You understand? And start following his ways, his rules. Start following the customs of our nation. The reason why we're in this position, as we read earlier on, is because we're not following the Most High. You understand? We're not following the Most High. We're not following the things that he tells us to observe. 64, Baba Kusha.
To 64. And it shall come to pass.
Which means it is going to happen.
That as the Lord rejoices over you, do you good.
Now, 64. Now, no, sir.
Verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee.
The Lord shall do what?
Scatter thee.
It says the Lord is going to scatter you. So all black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian. The 12 tribe, the Lord said that it's going to scatter you. Right?
Among all people.
So among all these different races, we as a people, we are going to be scattered among all these other nations. Where?
From one end of the earth.
From where it was in our homeland, one end of the earth, go ahead.
Even unto the other.
Even unto another. That is right, there's a transatlantic slave trade. We were scattered into all these other nations, from one end of the earth, even unto another. Go ahead.
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
Right there, you're going to do what? Serve other gods. Go ahead.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Which we didn't know, neither our fathers. But our fathers were the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Go ahead.
Even wood and stone.
Even what?
Even wood and stone.
Even wood going into the Christian cross, Christian church, and stone going into the Muslim mosque. Our forefathers knew nothing about these things. You understand? Verse 68, Baba Kusha.
68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
The Lord is telling us he's going to bring us into Egypt. Egypt is synonymous with the word bondage. The Lord saying that he's going to bring us into bondage again. Go ahead.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With ships. You understand? Transatlantic slave trade. The Lord saying he's going to bring us into bondage, into slavery again with ships. Go ahead.
By the way thereof I speak unto
The
thee.
same way tell us it's going to happen is the same exact way it is going to happen. None of these shall fail. You understand? Just as the scripture read earlier on. Hold on. Sure. You understand? In the book of Isaiah, see, none of these is going to fail. The Lord said that he's going to bring us into Egypt again, into slavery again, with ships. By the same way he spake unto, by the way of he spake unto us, letting us know the same way he tell us it's going to happen. It's the same exact way going to happen. Go ahead.
By the way, well, I speak unto thee,
Go ahead.
thou shalt see it no more again.
What we are not going to see no more again is our homeland. Homeland in Jerusalem, we wasn't going to see that no more again because we was going into slavery, into bondage again. Go ahead.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
And right there, the Lord is telling us we are going to be sold unto what? Our enemies. Not our friends, not our family members, not other people from the 12 tribes. The Lord said we are going to be sold unto our enemies. Nothing ever changed from then till now. We still have enemies, black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. We're still under servitude. The Lord said we'll be sold unto our enemies. Go ahead.
For bondmen.
For what?
For bondmen.
For slave men. Go ahead.
And bondwomen.
And who?
And bondwomen.
And slave women. Go ahead.
And no man shall buy you.
And no man is going to buy us. No man is going to redeem us from this position that we are in as slave men and slave women. Because we failed to adhere to the laws of the Most High. Understand? But we as a people must understand. Deuteronomy 7:6, and we go to copy that conversation. We as a people must understand that we have to turn back to the laws, commandments, and statutes of the Most High. Because the Lord wants us to be that separate people, that holy people, as He has said in the book of Deuteronomy, the way that He wants us to be. 7 and 6, Bible question, we will close up for that.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and 6. Thou art an holy people.
The Lord is saying, so called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, you are a holy people. You are a separate people. Go ahead.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Unto the Lord. You understand? The Lord claim you. The Lord say, you separate, you holy. Go ahead.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
The Lord has chosen you, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You understand? That 12 tribe, the Lord said that He have chosen you. Go ahead.
To be a special people.
You understand? To be what?
To be a special people.
To be special. The Lord wants you to be special, to be that special people. That people that He say He wants to be established above all people. You understand? That people that He say that He have made a oath with, that He have sworn with our forefathers. Go ahead. To be that special people. Go ahead.
Unto Himself.
Unto Himself. He wants to claim us to be special. He wants to claim us to be holy. You understand? Go ahead.
Above.
No, not above.
Above.
Not above.
Special people unto Himself. Above.
You sure it's above His saying there? Lord saying that He wants us to be above, not below, not equal to. He wants black people to be above. Go ahead.
All people that are upon the face of the earth.
Lord wants us to be above all people, all nations, all races that are upon the face of this earth. But in order for us to be that above, in order for us to be that holy, that separate people, we had to return to the laws of the Most High. We had to come into the ICPK under commanding General Yohana. You start learning, you understand, keeping the laws of the Most High. We build the nation the way the Lord wanted to do. With that, that's the end of the class for tonight. About the class, over to Priest and Officer Mike Quack.
This is the ICPK security announcements. We are the ICPK Outcome 1 West on the 25th Street, New York, under command General Yohana. Rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be solution only. They are here to shut themselves from the world. After 6 months, if the brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers chapter 18 and 21 and Malachi chapter 3 verses 8 to 10. Means 10. In the Hebrew, and it's pronounced Maisha. 10% of every penny, any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest one. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocation. The upcoming holy convocation is the memorial blowing of trumpets, which is the first day of the 2nd month of the Hebrew calendar. which is Sunday, the 21st September 2025. Find this in Leviticus chapter 23, verses 24 to 25. Remind Artyom and Vacuum to check on social media such as isupk.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he's to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, like shirt, like headbands or scarf. And with that, you see I marry. We're going to turn and face the east, and we're going to begin with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Now, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shabbat, Power, the thunder now, you want the water, just said in English, oh Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, power, kingdom come, will be done, as it is in heaven, give us this day, our daily bread, and forgive us the debts, we forgive the debtors, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Sir, men of Israel, let's give the teacher a 156 salute. Amadim Shabbat. Amadim. Barak. Yahweh Hashem Shai Rakatah. Yahweh Hashem Shai Rakatah. Yahweh Sir, let's give the sister online a 130 salute. Amadim Shabbat. Amadim. Barak. Yahweh Hashem Shai Rakatah. Yahweh Sir, plus